Welcome to That One Fall podcast. This is the first episode. I am here. My name is Curtis, or That One Cactus, and we're here with our co-host Kyle.
That's it.
And yeah, this is going to be a weekly episodic podcast series that we're going to be filming on Saturday nights, presumably after the PLEs that happen. So then we can cover absolutely everything that happened in wrestling that week. It'll probably be uploaded the next day on Sundays. So as I said, my name is Curtis, That One Cactus, and if you're new around this YouTube channel, be sure to subscribe. I mean, I'd hope you're new. I've only uploaded 2 videos. If you're not new, that's kind of weird.
Yeah.
But yeah,
It'd be great for you to hit the subscribe button. Yeah, no, he's definitely on the right page there. If you're not hitting the subscribe button, what are you doing?
Exactly. Okay. So we're gonna start off with just some simple introductions. We're gonna go over our top 5 favorite wrestlers in both male and female categories, and we're gonna talk about our wrestling experience. Like, how did we get here? I personally started watching wrestling at the age of like 10, 11, 12 back in like 2011, around there. And it didn't last very long. We were very poor, so I couldn't afford. I talked my parents into buying one pay-per-view at the time, and it was a SummerSlam. I forget which one it was, but all I remember is I bought it because Randy Orton versus Christian. Then after that, I sort of like grew out of it. I played like the 2K games here and there, grew out of wrestling, and I'd come back every couple of years and check in, and nothing really stuck with me until, I hate to admit this, but Logan Paul, he posted about him being in the Royal Rumble, and I was like, why is he in the Royal Rumble? And then I went and watched that Royal Rumble, and it's the one where Cody Rhodes returns. He ends up winning it all, and then I've been on board ever since. And Kyle, as for you, what is your wrestling experience? How long have you been watching?
Yeah, so my wrestling experience it's kind of like a weird like start for me because my first introduction was my brother listening to Triple H's intro one time. That was my first like introduction. I was like, "What's that song?" And he's like, "Oh, it's like a wrestler's song." And I was like, "Oh, that's then." So I went and watched Triple H like on YouTube when it was like first ever coming out.
Yeah.
And so it kind of stemmed from there, and then like I got introduced to Rey Mysterio, and then I went back and like got introduced to the Undertaker and all of those like older characters like The Rock, Stone Cold Steve Austin, and I kind of like versed myself with those guys and didn't really take it much further from there. It was just kind of like a weird like one-off stint that I found myself just kind of like going down that rabbit hole at one night, and it just didn't really go much further from there. And then I found myself becoming a bit older in life and actually indulging in marijuana, the devil's lettuce, and finding myself, for some reason, wanting to watch like random like wrestling videos and stuff like that, and like watching like just Royal Rumbles and stuff like that, but of more recent things. And after that, it was kind of funny timing because that's when you wanted to kind of like start watching wrestling and stuff like that.
Yeah.
When Logan Paul came back at Royal Rumble and stuff like that.
Guy.
So I went and kind of started watching with you in that current point in time because I worked night shifts and you were allowed to go and watch Netflix and stuff like that whenever you weren't allowed to. So I'd actually join Discord calls and watch wrestling with you whenever I was bored at work, and it just kind of like picked up from seeing Drew and being just like such a massive figure, and then getting like infatuated with Rey Mysterio still wrestling to that date and like being like, how is he still doing this? Like, he's got to be 60 years old or something, and he actually has just been wrestling super young, but
Yeah.
just super crazy because when he started super young, he was super talented too, and then eventually like becoming an LA Knight fan, and yeah, it's been a ride ever since kind of you introducing me back into it when you were fully actually watching it.
Yeah, that's sort of like I had the same sort of like guttural reaction to Cody Rhodes of all people. Like, I remember him way back when Evolution, when he was teaming with Randy, because like Randy Orton was my favorite wrestler of all time. And so I see this guy Cody Rhodes teaming with him, and then I see him again. I'm like, oh, the guy. I know that guy. He's still doing this.
Yeah.
I had no clue that he had left the company. He went through all of this stuff to like get back. I had no clue of like any of the story. I'm just like, oh, the guy. And then he wins the Rumble, and I'm like, oh, I'm happy for you.
Yeah, it's always like just a super like cool experience when like it's like a nostalgic childhood feeling that you kind of get to relive, where it's like he's still here. Like how? Like what? Like
Yeah.
I watched you when I was like 12, man. Like
And then there's the elephant in the room, John Cena, because he was obviously around when we
yeah,
were watching wrestling, and now he's not. He just stopped. He
yeah,
retired, and that was a ride.
yeah. No, it's such an interesting like experience to have watching someone when you're younger and then leaving that kind of like area and coming back and going, okay, I really love this product. And then he's like, oh, by the way, I'm going to give you one final year and I'm never coming back. But you're going to get like one of the best products that you've gotten from my final year. You're going to see everything that I have to give.
Exactly, and we
It was,
watched him announce that retirement. We were there in Money in the Bank, and when it was in Toronto. We looked up on Twitter. We looked up John Cena because we had like saw like recent tweets, and someone was like, "Oh, John Cena's in Toronto." And we're like, "Nah, he's not in Toronto." And then
no
sure
way.
enough, he comes out and he's like, "Guys, I'm retiring." And we're all just like, "What? What do you
Like
mean?"
everybody in the crowd it was like
No,
the
no,
loudest crowd I've
no.
ever been a
Yeah,
part of. Yeah, it was insane feeling.
yeah.
So I'm
Um,
like super excited to be at the Raw in Toronto again here as well. That's just going to be a huge moment
yeah,
leading up to Saturday night's main event and Royal Rumble here. So
yeah,
it'll be super exciting to talk about and experience
exactly.
again.
And we also went to a house show on a whim one time. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, that was a super cool experience, especially me taking it to the next step and getting super drunk.
Yeah. As for our top five favorite wrestlers, so we'll start with me, and then we'll go over to you, and
Okay.
we'll do female or males, and then females. For me, just to let people know, like, hey, these are the people I like. We could do our. Do you want to just do our full top, like, what was it, 15 or 10?
We did a top 10 of current wrestlers, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. I
So
can
yeah.
round off that. Yeah, we can do our top tens quickly because we do that every couple of months just amongst ourselves and our friends just to like compare and like just talk about it. So for me, it's Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton, John Cena, even though he's not wrestling right now. Jey Uso, I know controversial. Dominic Mysterio, CM Punk, Oba Femi, Javon Evans, Roman, and then Ilya Dragunov with a honorable mention to LA Knight. Here, I'll shoot over to you for your men's, and then you can pass it back.
And then yeah, so starting off at the number one, I've got Drew, and I just am infatuated with him. And then LA Knight as well, same guy, just goat. Rey Mysterio, Shiloh Hill. Shiloh Hill, I've watched him just for a little context on that one. I've been involved with his just kind of like upbringing before he was in NXT or anything like that. So the fact that I get to see him in WWE now is just amazing. And I've got Oba, Ilya, Randy, Ethan Page, and then Brock Lesnar.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. And then, sorry, Brock Lesnar was my 9. Say his name, Joe Hendry, at 10.
Oh, yeah, freaking Joe.
I've got a very characteristic kind of top 10, I would say. It's very different. I don't
Yeah.
think a lot of people will agree with it, I'm gonna be honest.
Well, that's okay. That's how we roll. And then for the women's, for me, it'd be Liv Morgan, Chelsea Green, Io Sky, AJ Lee, Stephanie Vucker, Sol Ruka, Blake Monroe, Tatum Paxley, Maxine Dupree, Rhea Ripley, and then the honorable mention being Becky Lynch because her character work has just been so phenomenal. But I love so many of the female wrestlers, I just couldn't find a spot to slot her in.
And I think people will be appreciative of my women's because it's not as controversial. I've got Stephanie Vaquer, Jade, Liv, Roxanne, Zelina, Io, Rhea, Tiffy Time, Jada, and Lola.
As someone who I totally forgot about, Tiffany, she could totally come back at this Royal Rumble. And I just never considered it when I did like my Royal Rumble video. I just had no thoughts of Tiffany, but she definitely is going to return at the Rumble. Like she's
Yeah,
it's about that time for her to come back.
It's funny you mentioned that because I was actually watching your video just as I was making food before the podcast,
Hmm.
and yeah, I definitely was going to say that's one thing I wanted to touch on is I think Tiffy has a very strong case to come back and even potentially win the Rumble. I think she could come out and make a strong case, and then kind of go back at Jade and go for a title run there again if they don't have Bianca to build off of that or anything like that. If Bianca doesn't return, I think Tiffy could be an entertaining feud just with Jade again.
Hmm.
Just not like as a filler feud, but something to get us to that, which we all, I think, want and hope for is the Bianca versus Jade match.
Yeah, I do think. Yeah, I do agree there with if Bianca isn't ready, having Tiffy delay even longer for Bianca to be ready. Like if, let's say Bianca's estimated return date is near WrestleMania, sure, have Tiffany feud with Jade, like stall it out so then to give Bianca time to recover, so then she can swoop in and because that's the one who we all really want to hold that title. Um, I think it'll be
Yeah,
a
I
great
think
time.
Tiffy. Yeah, I think she's a dark horse for it. I don't think like it's a standout that it's like you said, like you kind of forgot about her. Like I forgot about her in a sense as well when I was doing this top 10 list because it's somewhat recent, and I had to like reread it and go, hold on a second, something's missing here. Like somebody's not here, and it was like, oh shit, like I didn't put Tiffy in there. Like I gotta kind of step up my game on that one. It was just like she's been so prominent in 2025 that like we're missing her in 2026. Like we need to see more Tiffy time, and it's unfortunate that she's not here.
Yeah. Okay, well, now that we got the introductions out of the way, we are going to go over both Raw and SmackDown, and then we're gonna cover Saturday night's main event, the matches that have been announced so far, what we think could be added, and what we think is gonna happen. But first, we're gonna go over Raw. And what do you want to talk about first?
Um, honestly, I want to talk about that Braun Breaker spear.
The spear. I haven't
That
watched it.
I have to touch on it. The most mean spear I've ever saw happen in WWE. I think it genuinely looked painful. Like it didn't look like a a wrestler hit that. It looked like he was straight from like prime Ray Lewis hitting a guy in the open field. Like the meanest spear. Like he had to have been running his absolute fastest.
I just watched it.
Like
That's awesome.
the meanest spear ever. That is just yeah. I feel bad for Dragon Lee if I'm not mistaken. Oh man, that
Yeah, because I
bone shattering.
when I did my rewatch of Raw, because I didn't watch it with you guys this time, I skipped over it because I know you mentioned you wanted to see me react to it, and I just watched it, and then that was horrible. But the
Yeah.
insane part is Dragon Lee takes that spear, right? Like it's shattered. Then he gets back up in the ring and just gets speared again. Bro just
Yeah,
got murdered.
He's a champion for that. The fact that he was able to even eat those was, I don't know, man. Like the just pure entertainment to say
Yeah.
the least. Just pure entertainment. You couldn't get any better than that. That spear was just bone shattering. Like I said, I can't get over it.
Yeah, that was awesome. Um,
Was
what were you saying?
anything stand out to you?
Besides that, I like that they're highlighting Javon. Like he's doing the mid card thing. He's feuded with both Bravo and Ryo. And I do love that after that like Penta Dragon Lee match with the Vision, he had a segment. Like I didn't see the promo that he cut because it was during commercial break and that's cut out of Netflix. But he did have that backstage where they're both like tending to their wounds and he's like, yo, I got you guys. And the prospect of Javon now like going against the Vision, which is very much like a main event faction, that's huge. I'm super happy for him.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. I'm super appreciative of seeing the product of NXT coming up and just instantly killing it. Like they're just instantly showing a match win. Like it.
Sorry, that you it just looked ridiculous. I just pulled this so I'm just like, oh.
Yeah, I was trying to keep the composure there. The big ass fucking Dr. Pepper bottle out of fucking nowhere. Bro, that fucking dunked in the back.
It's basically done it, so that's why I'm drinking out of the bottle. I just saw your face. You like you paused for like what the fuck is that? What are they thinking this?
I saw that 2 liter fucking get swooped out.
So I didn't want to interrupt you there, but continue.
No. Super appreciative of Javon and just kind of what he's been doing, and to touch on just NXT in general, like Trick is just doing an absolute tear right now as well on SmackDown. And I know I'm jumping a little bit there, but like the NXT product is just fueling it. Like we haven't even saw Oba hit a ring on SmackDown or Raw. We don't even know where he's going exactly yet. Like we've heard the rumors and stuff like that, but there's nothing been officially stated. And we're all sitting going, "Where's Oba?" He hasn't even touched the ring yet. Like
yeah, he just have hype that feels like no other. Like there's I know we haven't been watching for very long, but any of the other call-ups have never felt this big. Like they've had his video package play at every single Raw and SmackDown since he vacated that title, and even before that it was playing. Like it's been since like the beginning of the year. It's just been every week we've been seeing that Oba is coming. We don't know when, we don't know where, but he's coming.
yeah, like we can all make the pretty, I would say, solid assumption that he will be showing up at the Rumble.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, you're exactly right. Like I was thinking there could be a small chance that they kind of try to introduce Oba at Saturday night's main event, maybe, and he might cost like Trick in the match because they have history in NXT, or he might try to just make some type of statement in that sense of just showing up at Saturday night's main event. I don't think it's a very high chance at all.
Yeah.
But I think there's just a hint of it that like they could try to introduce Oba as the character before the Rumble hits. So you kind of have an idea of like, oh, this guy is him. Like
I would agree if there was more stagger, but because it's like 1 week away, why waste the Oba pop when we can use it for the Rumble, and he can eliminate some big names, and that's how he really like makes a name for himself.
Yeah, it's one of those ones where it's like I could definitely agree with that statement, but it's just
you just want to see him as soon as possible.
Yeah, I just want to see him as soon as possible and just get him into the ring, because the way that he vacated the title even was just like oh, he's coming. Like he's made the decision himself that he wants to be there. Like he will make a statement, and I'm excited to see what statement he makes.
Yeah, when he won that match, I'm like, there's no one beating him now. He has to vacate the title, and then 5 minutes later, he does exactly that.
yeah, like it. Just to see him feud with just like a couple people to name is like if he feuds with Drew McIntyre, because that was the last time we kind of saw him do anything, was he absolutely murdered him.
Yeah.
Or like we could see Brock Lesnar. That would be an amazing feud. So just to throw the names out there, like there's such a long list of things that Oba can already do, regardless if he goes to NXT. Not NXT, SmackDown.
Send him back down.
You send him back down. He's gonna go do it again. No, but yeah, sorry. If he does Raw or SmackDown, there's just such a large list of people that he could feud with, and I could see him just completely skipping the mid card and going straight to the main kind of events.
Yeah, the way that he's presented, I definitely think that will be the case. As the rumors of the dirt sheets have been saying that he's gonna head over to Raw, and there are a lot of like big titans there that he could clash with, because like I'm pretty sure Roman is Raw dedicated. He's kind of goes wherever he wants, but like him versus Roman could be huge. Him versus Gunther, him versus Braun Breaker, like even like Seth Rollins when he comes back. Like these are all like money matches. CM Punk, like. Oh, there's so much that he could do there. Now Javon, they could run it back because they have like such a long. They're like tied together in their history. Another thing I wanted to cover on Raw was actually the ending to Raw being Gunther versus AJ Styles, and how Gunther was being not himself, because Gunther this prominent force that like dominates everyone, and now he's tapping like a little bitch. He's tapping, and he's not tapping. He's tapping like he's pulling a Dominic Mysterio. He's tapping behind where the ref can't see, and it didn't sit right with me. Like the match was great, but the ending sort of fell flat because he was being a sleazeball, and that's sort of like not his character. Like he's just been like this dominant force, made everyone tap in the John Cena tournament, just destroyed absolutely everyone just to hide his tap.
Yeah, I don't like watching it felt really weird, and
Yeah.
it felt uncomfortable is the best way I would put it. Is because it's like I get that Gunther is trying to be this like troll, like I made John Cena tap, he's a little bitch. I'm gonna wear this shirt. Like I'm the guy now, like I'm the one that retired John Cena. And then I'm not discrediting AJ Styles whatsoever as his career or anything, but he just doesn't strike me as that guy to like take Gunther down. And Gunther also tapping in the way that he did also just seems like a diminishing kind of what he's been trying to do. It felt weird. Like I get the take on like AJ Styles went in there with a game plan and he's gonna keep kicking his leg and he's gonna try to make him tap. It had a story, and I'm not gonna discredit what story was there.
Mm-hmm.
I just personally didn't feel like it was something that I wanted to see, and I'm gonna say this to state this. For the character work that Gunther does, I love it. But as a fan of just wrestling in general, I hate Gunther. Okay, I'm gonna break his kneecaps. Like I don't want to see him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But seeing that happen, it just didn't sit right with me. Like that's not Gunther. Like
Yeah. That's like a move Dominic would do, or like someone more slimy. Not like Gunther's not that type of heel.
No. It just
like Logan Paul would do that sort of thing. I mean, he's not. I don't think he's smart enough to do that, but he, that sort of sense of cheating.
It gives like New Day vibes almost, or something like that. Now,
yeah,
like heel New Day. It's like, what, like just I don't know. It just didn't sit right with me.
It was a good match, and it's a good way to do two things. One, continue this feud because now it could be like, hey, you tapped, let's run it back. Although we didn't really need that reason, but we have a reason for a second match, which is going to happen, I presume, down the line at some point. And two, the silver lining here, I saw some people on Twitter talk about this. He can now use the "you tapped out" chance because he tapped out to Jey Uso at WrestleMania, and ever since then he's been getting "you tapped out," and he can't respond to that because they basically retconned that. They're like, we don't talk about that. That didn't happen. But people haven't stopped chanting it, so now he can respond to those chants because now it like twists its meaning. I think there's other ways to get about it, about it, but that's the only silver lining that I saw on Twitter.
And yeah, that's another thing I just like want to touch on as well, is that it felt like a very poor sour taste to a finish of the match as well. And that's the only silver lining that I can see from it is, now we actually get to kind of use a twist on that "you tapped out," because we do know that there's the internet wrestling community isn't a fan of Jey Uso really right now. They're kind of like tired of that, okay, we're gonna push him. So I think they're reeling back from that, and they're doing a good job at it as well. Like Jay's going back to that. Like I'm not seeing people complain about him on Twitter anymore or anything like that. And I don't have a major issue with him like that or anything like that. Like it's just things that I personally saw in things. So being able to twist that "you tapped out" and take it away from that "you tapped out" from Jay just kind of takes away from that light as well.
Yeah.
Gives Jay that fresh slate as well, where he can separate himself from just Gunther in general because he's back into the tag division. So it just feels like they're kind of trying to wipe some things clean as well.
Yeah.
It just feels like they're kind of trying to separate things from the past and move forward in storylines.
Yeah, I understand that, but at the same time, you had him tap out at WrestleMania, so you can't really wipe those history books. WrestleMania is such a big thing, so people are going to remember. But I guess for the short term, they can now use the "you tapped out" chance for this AJ Styles thing and try to revert the crowd, hey, look at this carrot over here. And then
carrot on a stick.
Just use that for now, and then they can continue this storyline. And hopefully, they're just hoping that the chants die down. But we'll see.
I hope it dies down. I'm gonna be honest. I'm almost personally a little tired of it. It's like I get it. He tapped out, but you can't diminish what Gunther does. Like he's a
Yeah, it's
monster.
almost been a year. They're still doing it. Uh,
Let's move on.
Um, I know you mentioned Jey Uso and him being in the tag team division. Now they're going up against Alpha Academy. That was so random to see. He's like, "Big Daddy, you get your chance now," and it's like, what? like,
Yeah.
um, like I understand
I can
Maxine
appreciate just
was
trying to get Otis back in,
yeah. Maxine was like, "Hey,
but yeah,
I've done my tag gold. I want you guys to go do something, or got my gold. I want you guys to do something." And that's the direction they're going. I don't think they're gonna win or anything. I think it's just like a filler feud, but it was just very weird to see. Like they were very
yeah,
bros
yeah,
about it.
yeah. It was like it's cool. Like yeah, it's just a cool match. That's really all I can say about it. It's just, yep, that's cool. Like,
Yeah.
I appreciate it. You're getting Otis back on like screen, and you're gonna give him some wrestling time, and Tozawa gets to have some fun too, and we all get to go yeet if we want to, and
Yeet.
it's just gonna be a fun match. It's you know, just I appreciate it. Let's just kind of have some fun with it.
Exactly. Another
Uh,
thing we could talk about is the Judgment Day stuff. So first they had Rio open the show, and then we had that qualifying match, which Liv and Roxanne won, giving them that match at Saturday night's main event. I don't think they're gonna win that match, but the match is there regardless. And then later she was like getting all up in Finn's face, like, "Hey, you've been gaming." You gotta stop gaming, and that forced him to come out to CM Punk. I feel like they should have drawn that out a little more. But I like that it's happening. But like, I like the tension between Liv and Finn. So like, have that like her nagging for a couple of weeks for Finn finally be like, okay, fine, and like he like drops everything and like goes for it. But him going out to Punk, I feel like that's gonna be a really good match. But I don't think Finn's winning. I think he's just there to lose, like he's been doing. Like every time Finn has a match, he loses. So why do we expect different
yeah,
here?
Pin Balor,
Yeah,
like
Mr. Finn
it's in
Balor.
the name. So yeah, I gonna be honest. I don't really have like a lot to say about the Judgment Day because my opinion on the Judgment Day is I'm kind of like just I've been wanting to see them break up for a while now.
Hmm.
So like they've been doing good at like keeping things fresh to an extent. So I'm not like in dire need of watching them break up, but I just kind of want to see like the skill level of not see the skill level because I know the skills they have, but I just want to see some people go back to singles and like I would like to see what JD can do as a singles star or
Yeah,
see
currently
Finn
injured,
go back to being a
unfortunately.
single star.
Yeah, we got JD
Yeah,
injured,
yeah.
Dom
So
injured. Tough.
it's rough. It's rough, and like it feels like the Judgment Day is never able to catch a break in that sense. Like the Judgment Day always has at least one star or even just member of their group. They're all a star in their sense, but just somebody is hurt, regardless if it's the champion of the group or JD McDonough and the tag team champions, or just like they're always just seem to be getting screwed by injuries, which is very unfortunate.
Yeah.
But one thing I would also like to do is give some flowers to one of the Judgment Day members. Is like Raquel has been killing it.
Yeah, she has.
She's been going crazily good. Like just to kind of segue into that, like Raquel and Stephanie match is like
When do you think
whenever
that
that's
happens? Do you think they pull the trigger at Saturday night's main event, or do we have it at the Rumble? Because the
it's
from what I could see, from what people are saying, her ankle's injured, but it's healing now. Like it's not anything major. It seems more like a sprain.
yeah. The things that I was seeing was like 4 weeks, give or take.
Okay.
So it's been what 2-ish weeks already. We've saw her in a boot.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking a Rumble would be a proper time, and it's also a good place, like not like location wise, just a literal good spot to kind of give Raquel her flowers if you're going to.
Yeah.
And I'm a huge Stephanie Vaquer fan, obviously, and if you heard my list
Yeah.
again, but yeah, I think Raquel does deserve it. She's just been putting in the work, and she's always been trying to just be her own character. She's never fit like some type of mold that like people want her to be, if that makes sense. She's done what she kind of like she's a bigger, stronger girl in the WWE. Like she is that like big show type idea. So
Yeah.
like she gets that her flowers in that sense, but she's never been pushed to that championship level. So getting her flowers for this championship, I think she deserves to win it,
Yeah.
and I want to see good things from her in 2026 because she's been killing it as a start.
Yeah, Raquel is definitely like she's climbed up. Like when we went to the house show that I mentioned earlier, one of the matches on the card was Rhea Ripley versus Raquel. We were happy to see Rhea Ripley. We're just like, great. Like it was okay, and they were just
Yeah,
like being just like big women hitting each other. It was like not much happened. It was a very slow match. And that's sort of the style she's worked for a long time. Like they built her up for a bit there, and then they had the feud with Rhea, and then it was just back to sort of back down. Um, but she's really worked on like working bigger. Like she feels like a threat for once. And
yeah,
she's been doing great with her Tana bombs. Like they look nasty. She's been even improving on her mic work. Like she called herself what, sexy, hot, whatever she said in her promo. That was
yeah,
awesome.
like sexy mommy or whatever
Yeah,
that was.
that
Like,
was awesome.
yeah, like she's just been doing a great job like all around. She's just been able to kind of take control of the year almost for herself.
Yeah.
It is
She's
it's
been
impressive to
brutalizing
see, and I'm
Stephanie. Like even with her, like even if it's
yeah,
just a sprain, like damn, that's still gotta hurt. Like she's tossing her around in that cast and beating up on the boot.
yeah, like I'm sure it doesn't feel good. Like I don't know if this is an option, but like they could try to be playing this angle that just in case she's not ready for the Rumble, that it's like, oh, Raquel took her out, and maybe Stephanie does have to vacate.
I feel like if because we've seen her already be able to get physical, just have like a squash match like Tiffy Jade like we had recently. She plays
Yeah,
the injured angle. She
yeah, I'd be
just
fine with
eats a
that.
couple Tahana bombs and new champion Raquel. I think I'm happy with the match going either way, but I would prefer Raquel to come out with the championship.
Yeah, it all just depends on how they play this like injury. If maybe Stephanie's not ready, maybe they just like I said, like they're like we don't really have like a choice because it's gonna be too late to pull the trigger. So we're gonna say like she vacates it, or you're right, like a squash match. But I would love to see a proper full like 15 minutes or something like that, and
Yeah,
just give both of the women their flowers because both of them have been having a great year.
exactly. Let's talk more about the vision. And so we talked about the spear already, and that match was sort of like, it was okay.
Hmm.
But then the Adam Pearce stuff. I do love the fact that they were like kept distracting Adam Pearce. Like at first it was like, oh, you can't be here, and then all of a sudden tsunami, and then he gets in the ring. He's like, what the hell, spear? Like he's like every time he looked
Yeah,
away,
it
a
was
finisher
funny.
was hit. And then Adam Pearce put his hands on Braun Breaker first. He touched him. You can't do that. And then he got shoved into the corner. And I really love the added effect of like it took three people to hold Braun Breaker back. Like they were like, no, don't do it.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
Logan Paul was
it's
really
fun.
good there too because he was like yelling at Adam Pearce. He's like, he's gonna kill you. Like,
He is literally going to kill you
yeah,
if you don't stop. Like, yeah, no, it was just an awesome like chaos mayhem moment,
yeah.
and I love the angle that they're trying to play of like you put your hands on Braun Breaker first. Like, in fairness, you put your hand like Paul Heyman is a mastermind, man. Like,
Yeah.
if you were to have somebody on your side in WWE, you want Paul Heyman on your side
All right,
because
the
he will
little
get
weasel.
things done
He's like
for
the
you.
cockroach. He
Like,
always finds a way to survive and like weasel his way into the next
yeah,
spot. Um,
yeah, like he might backstab you one day, and it's gonna suck that day that you get backstabbed. But enjoy the ride that you're on with Paul Heyman because you will be having an amazing time until you get backstabbed. But you're probably gonna get backstabbed.
Exactly. So yeah, that's basically all of Raw covered. Now we are going to talk about SmackDown. So first we're going to talk about the qualifying matches. What do you think of them? Because I thought there were some pretty good matches.
Yeah, no, I honestly didn't have a single problem with the qualifying matches. I loved Trick's presentation, and I just loved seeing Randy again. The Ilya Sammy match is always going to be a classic match. Like, give me more of those. Like, I need more Ilya on the show. Um, Wepaverse. Yeah, Wepaverse.
Wepa.
and I'm blanking on the last match. If you can help me out on this one.
So we had Randy Miz. We had Ilya Sammy.
Yeah,
we
Randy
had Trick,
Ilya Sammy,
Cardona, and then
Trick,
Solo Priest.
Okay, no, sorry, no, I covered everything then. Yeah, no, it was great stuff. The people that I mentioned, the names that I mentioned at least, were the people that I was most impressed by. Like Cardona was cool to see, but I just like I'm a fan of Cardona, but not a fan of him like that. Where like
Yeah.
I wanted to see him win more. So I'm just super happy with the way the matches turned out, and I don't think I really have a complaint about those.
The only
again,
complaint
I the presentation.
I would have had is the matchmaking itself. Like, I feel like Randy Miz, that was a done conclusion when it was announced. I never thought that Miz stood a chance.
Yeah.
Trick Cardona, sure, they've been talking about Cardona in the title picture, so I guess that makes sense. I personally didn't really see him winning. Damian Priest never loses a match ever, so him versus Solo was a foregone conclusion. That one you can't really fix, though. That's his booking. He's not going to lose. And and then Sammy Ilya, that was a good matchup. That was fire. I do think Sammy was the right pick there as well. But I do love that they have Ilya in the upper title picture now. If that's where he's gonna stay, that's a great spot for him. There's a lot of guys up there that he could feud with: Fatu, Drew, Cody Rhodes. Like, there's some good stuff.
Yeah, just to touch on Ilya a bit more, just in general, I think we were really unfortunately cut short with just the start of his career in the actual WWE as like a main kind of like he was presented quite quickly as like a main star in a sense. So like he was mid carding, but he was mid carding at a high level, and he just has taken the time with his injury, and almost seems like he came back even better. Like he didn't miss a step or anything like that. Like he didn't skip a beat or anything. Like he came back, and it's like I need more of this.
Yeah,
like,
and
I
that
need
match
to see
was
every single night.
Both of his matches with Sammy were super physical. I know we watched the USA aired version of the show. We didn't watch it when it was live because you were at work and whatnot. But do you remember that Ilya got busted open? Sammy straight up punched him in the head. Like, he was throwing fists down at him. Like, one hit him, the one like nicked him real good, got him. Like, these two, when they're together, they create magic, and they don't know wrestling's fake when they're in the ring together. Like, they beat the hell out of each other, and it's awesome.
Yeah, no, it's like that's one thing I gotta say is like you Netflix, you better, or at least like WWE SmackDown, you better show me that replay. We didn't see that on TV for the US aired version, and that sucked because we were all like, "How did he get busted open?" Like, I think they mentioned it once, but it was like, okay, yeah, he got punched, but like, did he get punched or like, sorry to break kayfabe here, but like, or did he blade? We didn't know, so.
Yeah, here, I'll send it to you on Twitter. You can watch that now, but like you can see, I think it's a second punch connects there, and it gets him.
Sorry about getting a little dark there. Oh.
Yeah, you see like right after, he's busted good.
Yeah, he's
just straight
going
took it.
In, like
like these two together, crazy.
No hesitation whatsoever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's not pulling his punches. He was
insane. Like literally nothing whatsoever. It was full punches. Like wow,
nasty work.
Yeah, no, it's nasty work. Just such a great duo. Like their work together is one of my favorites. Like I would be almost close to being willing to put it up there with like the Drew and Punk kind of matches that we got out of those. Like every time they step into the ring,
their in ring's great.
Beautiful work. One thing about SmackDown.
Yeah.
I need more Kit Wilson.
That's where I was actually gonna go.
Oh man,
the pop for him, insane. I know he was like in hometown territory, if not his hometown, so like they went absolutely crazy for him. I do love the fact that he attacked Cardona. Like I think they're gonna go a feud there. Like they had the match 2 weeks ago, and then he just jumps him again. Toxic. And then
just
Aura Farm straight back. Kit Will. That's awesome, bro.
It's beautiful. I love it.
A lot of people will think that like your presentation doesn't matter, but like that's what really gets people over. Like if you think about the top stars in the WWE, they all have a great presentation. Their intro songs are great. Yeah. Oh, I think it's my cat. Never mind, we're good. Sorry, he was pawing at the door. I thought it was Emma. Anyways, the presentation of like if you think of like the John Cena's, his theme entrance is great. Cody Rhodes, same thing. Roman Reigns, like these things matter. And Kit Wilson now has like that presentation, not like on the levels of those guys, of course, but a very catchy song. He got people singing his music. He has a great like catchphrase, and "You are toxic." Everyone's saying it. He does like the flex that everyone's doing now in the crowd. Like it's an awesome presentation all around, and I think he could go far with this.
Yeah, no, and even to build on that, like he's also has got like the toxic masculinity,
Yeah.
like he's killing it in every sense. Like he's just building catchphrases and he's like spewing out just aura, and I'm loving the like you said, like he's got the theme song for the when he walks out, and like he's got the vibes now. Like everything is just clicking for him, and it's funny because when I first saw it, I instantly said, I was like, he is going to be like in this like 2026 rocket strapped. Like he's gonna just the crowd's gonna attach to it and love him. And the first time that he came out to that new theme song and like he was doing all of this stuff, like there was people kind of behind him. But I hope that this hometown energy can carry across just all of like every SmackDown he's on.
Yeah.
If he can keep this energy, I fully believe he will be like 2026 one of the like more like improved and higher looked at superstars in the WWE. He seems like he can do such a large amount of things with just calling people toxic because there's so many people on SmackDown that he could target with this like toxic masculinity
Yeah.
thing.
He took a very unfortunate scenario with his partner getting Elton Prince getting his neck injured. He recently got a fusion on his neck. Like that's bad. When you have to get a fusion on your neck, like that's not good. So taking this like horrible situation and then now being able to come out on your own as a single star, it's very few people that can do that. Like a lot of tag teams, like they're kind of like the package deal, and like when they have this a singles run, sometimes it's very hit or miss. We saw recently Jey Uso that worked out, but there's a lot of times in the past where I don't think it works out like that. And
Yeah,
like I think Kit Wilson hit gold here.
Yeah, no, he really did. Like he struck gold. He has been absolutely killing it with just these last couple of weeks. Everybody's been loving him, and I can't blame anybody because I'm everybody as well. Like I love this presentation, and I didn't have a problem with him in the tag team, but he's leveled up to levels that I didn't expect from him ever. I'm gonna be honest. He's just blowing up, and it's beautiful to see.
Exactly. Here, one sec. Let me find this here. You can continue on. Because my girlfriend was at work today, and she sent me a picture of her listening to the Kit Wilson theme song. Like, she said,
awesome.
She said, "Dancing in my seat." Like that's how you know when the girlfriend is on board. It's a good sign.
Yeah, no, the reach is there, and it's just beautiful.
Yeah,
I love it, every part of it.
Exactly.
To segue into something that's also beautiful, and I love to see, is there's a former
okay, we don't have to
WWE champion walking around, and Drew finally didn't get screwed over, and he was able to get the flowers that he deserves, and I am heavily loving everything that's going on SmackDown with just like the Fatu, like who attacked him, was it Drew, like was it Cody?
Yeah,
there's a little hint of something that I'd like to throw out there that I know some people are thinking, but could it have been Randy? Like, could he have punted him? Because he had to get dental work, right?
Yeah.
So I'm loving that I'm loving the Drew McIntyre winning finally, and his first like entrance as a champion was
Oh yeah,
just
it
like
was
I think
magnificent.
it was what like literally 15 minutes long, basically, like including the whole full
Yeah,
segment.
you got the full
Like it was
pyro and
insanely
everything.
long. Like he got the pyro. It was just
The
awesome to
fire,
see
the
Drew
bagpipes,
finally get.
like
Yeah, like it almost felt like a mini WrestleMania moment for him there. Just like everything that they gave him was like
well,
over the top. Just
you got to think this is his
he's
fourth
the
main
guy.
title, between the world title and the WWE title. I think it's his fourth win. This is his first time being able to take it in front of a live crowd. This is his first entrance in front of a
Yeah,
live crowd with the
it's
WWE title. Like that's insane to think about. Like it was either during COVID, he got cashed in on a WrestleMania right after he won. Like it's been all of these unfortunate circumstances, but he finally has it in front of the crowd, and they can give him that presentation. And I do think he's very deserving of it. Obviously, I do love Cody Rhodes, but Drew deserved it, and I feel like if he lost this feud, what like that would have hurt his character so much because like it's been going on for so long and he's just been losing after every time. So
he's been getting screwed after getting
yeah,
screwed. Like, yeah, yeah, I agree. I love it. I love it. Every part of it.
exactly. Um, and now we have Fatu going after Cody Rhodes because Cody Rhodes had an issue with him losing the title, obviously. Um, and Fatu's also going after Drew. I think Fatu doesn't know who attacks him, which is very interesting to pull that angle because Drew said it himself while he was running away. He's like, I got a maniac after me. I didn't attack him. And I don't think Cody attacked him. So it's very likely that it is Randy because like I don't know who else we slot in that position. Um, but
Yeah,
Fatu calling out Cody and them having that brawl, like that was fun, and I like that the match was made official very quickly. I don't know if this turns into a trilogy. I don't know if he can. This has legs to go to Mania. I know Fatu is a huge star, so it probably could. But I'm looking forward to their match at Saturday night's main event.
yeah, no, it's gonna be a great match, and I'm just excited to. I hope they kind of give us like almost a Jade angle on this reveal where they do drag it along a little bit, and they might be able to play it into a Mania match with Fatu and Randy, and like really just whoever attacked him. I'd love to see it become a proper long feud.
Yeah, like
And
we
just
could get like a fatal four way
Fatu is, like Drew said, a maniac.
at Mania. Have Drew, Cody, Randy, Fatu. Oof, that'd be crazy.
Yeah, like there's so much potential with just what's going on in that kind of mini like storyline of oh Drew won, but like there's just so much more to it with Fatu coming back the way he did and attacking both Cody and Drew in the cage, and just then like Randy being there when Fatu showed up. Like I thought we were gonna maybe get that elimination chamber kind of like moment where it's like, oh, here comes Jade, and
Yeah,
it's like, oh wait, she's not attacking Liv?
yeah.
What? So I thought we might have gotten that, but maybe they kind of like tried to tease that with us with Randy being there.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see where they go with this.
And one thing I do love that like finish to Drew winning the title, it fit everyone's characters. Like I know a lot of people are like, "Oh, Drew looked weak." Drew said he'd do anything to win this title. So he's him seeing that gate open, like Fatu being like the maniac he is and just like swinging on everyone. Cody not wanting to win like this due to like being like that good guy. Like no, Fatu, like get off of him. Like what are you doing here? This is my match. And then Fatu just keeps swinging. He's like, I don't care who you are. I'm swinging on everyone. And then Drew like, I see the opening. I'm gonna win. Like it was awesome. I loved it. I know a lot of people were very upset, but I think
Yeah.
it played very well.
As a Drew fan and watching it live, it was beautiful to see because I was like, no, he's gonna get screwed again, like every time. Like I can't watch this anymore.
Yeah.
And then seeing like Fatu go to like Cody being like, no, get out of here, and Fatu's like, oh, you want to catch these hands too? you can catch these hands too. And Drew like starts crawling to it was just an amazing thing to see as a Drew fan. I couldn't have been
Yeah.
happier in that moment.
And that's the one time where like we don't love the opening the door and walking out as the winning, but like
Yeah,
that it's like
no
sort of
limos pulling up.
that worked out, and I did like that finish there, because I know they were pitching, like reportedly they were pitching a similar sort of thing back at WrestlePalooza with Randy Orton being the one to cost Cody. Obviously, they didn't end up doing it at the time, but they revisited that idea now. Just extended the feud until Fatu could get back, and it all worked out well.
Yeah, no, it was just an awesome thing to see. And another awesome thing that we've been seeing repetitively week in and week out is Mello has been doing a beautiful job with the Open
Yeah,
Challenge. Oh my man, I don't think I'm having a hard time thinking of who's going to dethrone him.
yeah, no,
I really don't know what's going to go out there. Like Mello's been killing it, and he's just been on a whole new level. And that's another, like, I know he's been in WWE for a little bit now, but another product of NXT that just like WWE has just produced beautiful stars that we're in good hands for the future here. Like,
yeah,
I know we've got some older superstars, but the young guys that are coming are just they're here. They're not coming anymore. They're here, and they're just already taking WWE by storm. And Mello is a prime example of that. His
exactly.
Open Challenge has been beautiful.
And I do like that. He's on the same brand as Trick. Like I imagine that feels so good for him to like be backstage with his boy again, because they had such an interlinked career in NXT, and then Mello got called up, and then Trick staggered for like a year. Now they're on the same brand and they can reconnect. And I'm hoping that down the line it is him who dethrones Carmelo. I don't think it should be anytime soon, but I think it'd be a very fun having that rematch. And that's how Carmelo ends up losing the title. But they do have Trick in like the upper card right now, so I don't see how we get there currently, but it's always open to the future. Another person that I could see potentially, I wouldn't like this as much, but Aleister Black, he could come back and go into that US title scene and take that title.
Yeah, I think those are essentially the only two options that I would currently look at and go, yeah, that makes sense. Because I don't really see many other people that are on SmackDown right now that are currently being presented in like the mid card area of the US title that
Unless it's Mr. Yeah, yeah,
have a
yeah, yeah,
solid
yeah,
case.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, like,
I wouldn't love that,
maybe, but the
but
only way I see that is if like he kind of cheats his way to win it.
yeah. Um, because I think they're gonna win the tag team titles eventually. I hope soon. And I could see them wanting to put that faction in gold. I just hope they don't end Mello's reign very quickly. One thing I can appreciate is Mello's storytelling, because last week Shinsuke was attacking his knee, and then this week his knee, he couldn't get up for the nothing but net. He couldn't get his knee up, so he had to do like the neck breaker. He played that knee very well, and he's been telling this like continuous storyline. And I'm curious if they're gonna use that to his downfall, or if he's just gonna like get over it.
Yeah, I like how WWE subtly puts those in where it's like, oh, he's having knee problems. Like, that could be his downfall. But then it could also just be adversity that he fights through for the next couple weeks, and then it's not a problem anymore.
Exactly.
So you never know where they're gonna go with that, and it's a good thing to have as like a backup plan, where we could see anybody win because of it, and it just adds that extra element of surprise because it's an open challenge. So we'll always have multiple different people fighting him, and if Mello continues to go on the tear that he is, we're gonna get a good product out of it, and I'm excited to continue to watch Mello just tear it up. Like, we're eating good right now. Like, Raw and SmackDown have just been doing really good recently. Like, regardless of, there's been like a couple like odd episodes that feel okay, but for the most part, 2026 has been on a good start, and like I'm kind of saying that because if I'm not mistaken, I don't think many people were super big fans of the Stranger Things episode. It just
Yeah,
kind
it
of
was
felt a little
okay.
weird, if I'm
I
not
mean,
mistaken.
I
But
expected the people were mad at the main event. I think they wanted Braun Breaker to win then, but knowing how WWE likes to book these things, with every title changing hands before then, they weren't all gonna change. Like, you knew that main event was sacred, and they told a beautiful story with the spear. Like, Punk did he got his ass whooped, but he never got speared. He did everything he could to avoid that spear, whether it's the barricade, like jumping and like attacking him with the knee, dodging in the corner, whatever it was. He dodged that spear, and I feel like when they eventually do have that WrestleMania rematch, he's getting speared, and that's gonna be it. Because
yo,
like, yeah,
he's gonna die.
yeah, because they even like built it up in the interview. He's like, "Oh, everyone's been saying like if you get speared, you're dead," and he's like, "Ah, I'll be fine." And he got beat up. He was losing a majority of the match, but he never got speared. Great
Yeah,
storytelling.
no, he hasn't gotten touched by that spear yet, and I'm waiting for the time that he gets hit by that spear because I'm curious if they're going to maybe throw like they might start giving us like Braun Breaker get missed spears backstage, or maybe we see
That'd be
something
hilarious. You
happen.
just
Like I don't know,
see
like
Bugs doing that
like
backstage
you know what I
interview.
mean? Like
All
one of
you
those
hear
ones
see
where
is
it's like
him jump back, and Braun Breaker just right by the camera.
yeah, like you know what I mean? Like we could see like missed things in like these random moments where it's like CM Punk finishes a match with somebody else and Braun Breaker tries to spear him and ends up spearing the other person and helps CM Punk like technically win or whatever. Like
Yeah.
it could just be funny things like that, but also like, oh, he still hasn't gotten speared. Like look at it, how many times he misses it. And then when he finally hits it, it just shatters CM Punk.
Yeah. I would love, because I remember how
They
his
could
like
give us a giant build.
his boot broke by accident when he did that like crazy move off the top. It would be
Yeah,
hilarious if CM Punk like loosened his boots and then he gets speared and they both just go whee.
yeah, like his boots fly off. That'd be hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it's beautiful. Yeah, I need to see more of this, like playing around with this spear and not being able to hit it. I want to see more of that. Like, when's he gonna hit it? Because we all know he can just destroy people.
Yeah.
And Dragon Lee is a prime example.
Poor guy. Um, we also had Cody be the first one to declare for the Rumble. If I'm not mistaken, in the past few years that we've been watching, people have declared pretty early, and it's usually been like a lot of people by now that we know that are in the Rumble. This year, it's just Cody Rhodes. We're like a couple weeks away, and we have one guy. That is a double-edged sword to me, because like one, it's not hyping up the Rumble as much as they should be, but two, the Rumble's now a mystery. Like, I don't love knowing, like, last year we knew like 27 or 28 or 26 or whatever it was of the entrance
Yeah,
before it happened.
I'm not gonna lie, it was bad.
Yeah, like we knew like almost everyone in that Rumble match. This year I like the mystique. Like, sure, it's not building as much, but I think like you can find other ways to do it than declaring. Like, maybe you get like just like a handful of people to declare, like maybe 5 or 6 of the very top guys all saying, "Hey, we're gonna be in the Rumble." And of course, we'll probably get that like on the last week. We'll have like the pulling the balls out and like some of that stuff. But I like it being like mostly a mystery, because now we don't know who's gonna show up, and that's awesome.
Yeah, no, I'm super like I'm all about a mystery. I didn't like knowing like every participant. It
Yeah.
just felt there was no surprise element. It was like, okay, yeah, there's that person, there's that person. Like it was just like it was still a surprise in who won the Rumble,
Hmm.
but it wasn't like you kind of knew the finalists were going to be a select group of people just by literally looking at the Rumble and going, okay, who's in it? There was no like, oh shit, like this person just showed up. Like things are changing now. Like,
Yeah.
things are different when this person steps in the ring.
But I feel like that was
we don't know if
also
Brock Lesnar's gonna show up.
part of the theme of that Royal Rumble was like star power. Like the amount of star power we had in that Rumble was disgusting. And this year
Oh yeah,
there is so much more opportunity for surprises. Like there's a lot more returns and people that have been signed or are might be signed or going to be signed, etc. Like a Chris Jericho, a Powerhouse Hobbs. Like these are the people that we haven't seen in WWE in the case of Chris Jericho in a long time. And in the case of Powerhouse Hobbs, I don't think we've ever. I don't know much about the dude's background.
yeah, I'm not too sure on him.
Chad Gable could come back. We could have Roman making his every 6 month return here. Brock Lesnar hasn't been seen in a while. We could have. There's so many people that have potential to return at this Rumble. So
people could show up to work. Like
Oba,
it's crazy.
Yeah, Oba being there as well. So there's a lot more of a mystery, and I feel like that's gonna really help with this Rumble. Like the pops are gonna be crazy.
Yeah, this Rumble is going to be like an ecstatic, super crazy, like, because we don't know another name that, just to throw out there, is like LA Knight's been off TV for a little bit. Like he got murdered.
True.
Where like he got absolutely dusted off of the planet Earth. Like bro got tsunamied into a car. Like he's been dead. Like as far as we know, he's got a severed spinal cord. Like bro's not coming back. Like so it could be a huge surprise if he shows up at the Rumble, or we could see him show up like before the Rumble and declare on this upcoming Raw. Like who knows what's gonna happen with that. So there's so much potential in just this whole upcoming Rumble that I'm super excited for the men's Rumble.
Yeah.
And on the women's hand, like we also haven't gotten any declarations there really either. Like if I'm not mistaken, we haven't gotten anything.
No, we haven't.
So yeah, like both Rumbles are just a Scooby-Doo mystery, to be honest. Like we don't have any direction of where they're gonna go, and it's gonna be a super exciting and fun time. I think I don't have a like it's a high floor. Like you can't mess this up.
Yeah. And I do think on the women's side there could be a lot of surprises as well. That's something we didn't really touch on.
Yeah.
So like both of the Rumbles are a mystery. Please, whatever you guys do, don't do the Nia Jax spot again. That was horrible. Like she eliminated like 8 people and like one's like she blew it on them. She like and everyone went whew, everyone's down like the freaking big bad wolf. That was horrible.
Yeah, it was bad. That was the probably most disappointing spot I've saw in a very long time for Royal Rumbles.
That and then the winner, that Rumble just fell flat. There's so much potential there. Like I was so excited for that Rumble, and then we had those two things happen. It was like, man.
They have a lot of potential to make up from the last one, and I don't think there needs to be like much of a scare for this one being as bad.
Exactly.
Also, is the stadium built yet?
I have no clue. I keep seeing like I saw like a couple update pictures and it's just like not built. So I don't know if the progress is.
Yeah, like I've been seeing a lot of people like on Twitter freaking out about like, is this thing even gonna be built in time?
Yeah, I saw people going
it's just
into
like a frame
into panic that the Rumble might be delayed, and that's why they're not building to it. But the show is sold out. The stadium is nearly complete. I'll send a picture of the most recent thing that I saw. I'll send it to you. It's expected to hold 30,000, and it's looking a lot better.
Okay. Yep. No, that looks like.
I think it'll be done
with an open concept, I guess.
Yeah. It'll be done in time. I think we've got nothing to worry about there. It was concerning though.
Sold out. Quite impressive.
Yeah, especially for like an isolated show like Saudi, because I don't think there's going to be many people flying out. I think it'll be a lot of locals, so it selling out is great.
Yeah, no, it just really like I know there are some fans out there that don't like the Saudi shows and stuff like that, but I have no problems with them. Like I feel like they've normally done a really good job with it, and there's political things behind it from people, which I don't understand because you're watching entertainment. Just enjoy the show. Like
the one thing I can say which is not liking is how like the women like how they're gonna be all like sweaty in their like leather suits. Like that's gotta suck. I like that this is like an open-ended
Yeah,
stadium. If
yeah,
that's the
for
case, so
sure.
they're gonna stay a little cooler. That should help a bit. But like it'll suck to see all all those women because I know that
Yeah,
ring's gonna
yeah.
get hot with all of them in there for the Rumble.
Yeah, it's definitely unfortunate, and like I would even potentially say like it could be a hazard to their health at a very certain point. But it, I'm sure they do their absolute best to make the woman as comfortable as they can with the restrictions that they're given.
Yeah.
And it's unfortunate that they have to deal with restrictions at some points, but it is what it is, and we all live in a certain culture, so there's nothing wrong with what is going on if that's the way that they have to live and they accept the terms and conditions. So it's a job that they're hired to do, and they accept to do it. So
They got paid a lot of money
it's
for
just
this.
like I said,
WWE
enjoy the
did.
show. Yeah, like they get paid a lot of money, so just like enjoy the show. If you don't enjoy it, it's just a personal preference. But I personally think that this is going to be a very good men's and women's match, and I think
Yeah.
we're going to get a high quality performance out of both of them.
Yeah, exactly. And I think now we should talk about the Saturday night's main event. We don't have all of the matches. I assume there's going to be at least five. There usually is on these sort of match cards. We have three. We have Rio versus the Judgment Day, being Liv Morgan and Roxanne Perez. We have Cody versus Fatu. And then we have Randy versus Trick versus Sammy versus Priest as the number one contenders. Let's go over the first match. The tag team match. I don't think Rio is going to lose this. I just don't. I think I see bigger
Yeah,
things for Liv, and I don't think she needs to be tied down to the tag team titles going into WrestleMania again. I think that she's
I
one to
think
win one of the two big matches, being either the Royal Rumble or the Elimination Chamber, and I think she's just here to start off their reign, feed them.
yeah, no, I think if gonna be honest, if they get those tag titles, it just kind of like fuels a feud within like the Judgment Day of, oh, we have titles, Finn, why don't you have titles? And it just kind of diminishes, oh sorry, it diminishes what could be as you don't like, oh well, you guys just lost a title match too, like you
Mm-hmm.
guys suck. So Finn can kind of throw it back in their face, and it can create more of a feud than what them winning what would create. I think it bolsters the story even more. So yeah, I completely agree, and I think Rio walk out of that as champion still.
Exactly. And then Cody versus Fatu. I think Cody wins. Cody doesn't lose many matches, so it's kind of hard to see him lose again. He could go through like a little bit of
Yeah,
adversity here. Like he just lost the title to Drew. He loses the match to Fatu, but it's likely to be one of two things: either Cody wins clean, or we have a DQ finish, sort of like we had Fatu versus Braun Strowman, where Fatu just destroys him. We could have Cody Rhodes getting destroyed, taken out, and then showing up at the Rumble. I know it's only a week away, so it would feel kind of silly because I think that's exactly what they did last time. They took out Fatu, like Fatu took out Braun Strowman, then a week later he's like, "I'm back for the Rumble."
yeah,
So
yeah. It was like what? I'm. Everybody was confused about that. Even I like really remember going. I was like, did he not just die?
like, nope.
Yeah, that
Jacob,
was
Jacob
silly.
Fatu, I'm coming for you.
Yeah, I think Cody wins that match. Like, there's definitely there's a world that Fatu wins that, and maybe like they could play the story angle of maybe Fatu takes Cody out of the Rumble.
Yeah.
Maybe he like literally takes him out, and it's like then they build beef off of that, and then it gets revealed that like Cody wasn't even the person that took Fatu out. So now you get like a triple threat of say Cody, Fatu, Randy, and then there you go. You can add Drew for that title in there, and you've got an amazing fatal four way.
Yeah, I do think we could go down that route. I could also see a trilogy here with the Rumble being involved. Like they have the first match at Saturday night's main event. Cody wins. Jacob Fatu takes him out in the Rumble. Then they have like the next match at like a Elimination Chamber per se, and then they have the finale being a triple threat or fatal four way at WrestleMania with that title in there as well because they can all culminate together. I think that's a great way to go about it.
Yeah, no, there's just so many options that they can go with it, and I'm not afraid of them screwing it up. I think they'll always have the right path to go down for this because all of them sound like a good option.
Yeah, and this really shakes up things with WrestleMania with Drew winning because like I thought Cody might lose the title at WrestleMania if he held it till there, and it seems like we'd only lose the titles at like a SummerSlam or a WrestleMania for like the two main titles. Him winning it on SmackDown is huge. Like we haven't had a moment like that since like Jey Uso dethroning Braun Breaker on a Monday Night Raw, where it was like, what?
Yeah,
They actually
yeah.
pulled the trigger. So that was awesome. And we need more stuff like that in 2026. Like that's sick. Even if it's not on a weekly show, have it at these like B tiered PLEs, the ones that like a Backlash. Like we never see like stuff like that where a title changes hands. It's usually only on like the big four, unless it's like a
Yeah,
cash
no,
in.
I just
But those are
I
hype.
was just going to kind of touch on that as well. As I was going to say, it's a massive thing that we're able to see somebody win on the SmackDown because we haven't, like, exactly like you said, we haven't saw that since Jey Uso, and we don't get those very often at all. So I would love to see it happen more often because it's almost like kind of stale when like you're watching a championship match. Like you want to hope and you want to believe that somebody's gonna win, but you're literally sitting there going, "Oh, it's a random SmackDown. Like they're not winning." So
Yeah,
Drew winning just makes it opens the door not just for like Drew to lose at any point in time. It opens the door for anybody to lose slash anybody to win at any point in time again
yeah,
because it
and to
puts that
not
in the back of our mind of going like, "Hey, that happened."
knock on Drew, because he's gonna be an amazing champion, and I'm very happy he won it. But he doesn't have that like Cody pedestal where he feels unbeatable. Like Drew, I feel like could lose. He could lose against Sammy at the Rumble. I don't think he's going to, but there's that like believability. Like he could lose this title at any point, and every match is gonna feel good. You're gonna be stressed out, but I'm gonna be like, oh, is this? Are they gonna do it now? Like it's gonna feel fun.
Well, yeah, it's definitely like not to diminish Drew, like you said, but like if you're gonna be in a feud with Damian Priest and get booked the way he got booked, like
Walking
you have
out the
no idea
door.
how he's gonna get booked. Yeah, like we picked him up in a limo, like brother, like and this is just a slight frustration, I guess, or a knock towards like Triple H, but like he got booked so poorly in that feud for like 8 months long. It was loss after loss after loss. Like it was rough to watch. Like it
He
was
got that WrestleMania win.
hell as a
That was
Drew fan.
fun. Pushing him
He
off
got
the
the
table.
WrestleMania win.
That
Yeah,
was a sick spot.
yeah. Like there was good stuff. Don't get me wrong, but like for the majority
He
of that
lost the feud.
feud,
Yeah.
we were in shambles. Like it was not a good feud to watch just as a Drew fan, as just trying to enjoy watching Drew win. So it just the door has been opened for every superstar to do anything they potentially want with a belt, and it also makes Drew look not weak as a champion, but just the way he won. He kind of snuck out of the cage. Like he didn't actually beat Cody either.
Yeah.
Like he didn't pin him for anything. So there's also that avenue of like, yeah, like anybody could pin this guy. Like he
Yeah, and
beat
even like
Cody. He just
the one time he
took
pinned him,
advantage of what happened.
it was a low blow. He had to like cheat behind
Yeah,
the
yeah.
ref.
So I mean, I don't know what you're talking about. You beat Cody for like that's clean and
But
easy. Like,
yeah, it does really leave things
but
up
yeah, no. On
here.
a serious note, yeah, it's just a beautiful kind of thing to see. And
Um, let's
yeah,
talk
I would
about
love to
the
segue to
qualifiers
the Randy
match.
versus Trick versus that was qualifiers match. That I am so again. I have been loving the presentation of the NXT call-ups. Trick Williams
He's looking
is
like
going to look
$1,000,000.
that.
Yeah.
Like I don't like he's got the lemon pepper steppers on. He is doing everything he can to
Yeah.
do to just look like an absolute goat out there. Like the way he attacked Randy and stuff like that, and just he's presenting himself, and he's trying to just get himself out there as just, I am a number one guy. Like, I'm gonna be in the main event. I'm skipping that mid card. I don't need no U.S. title. I don't need IC title. I need that main title. Like, give me that. Like,
Yeah. Like
and in saying this, I don't think he's gonna win. I think Sammy is going to win, but I think there's like, this is where I think there is a small potential of Oba could screw Trick in this match, and I think that's like a 2% chance. But that's the only, like, I could see them going that route where Oba shows up and screws Trick because they have history in NXT and quite a bit of it. But other than that, I think Randy could just also completely target Trick and just say, "Screw you, man! Like, I'm gonna beat the shit out of you." And Priest could take the pin from Sammy.
there's a likelihood that they do this sort of I don't love this finish, but WWE does, where like let's say nearing the end of the match, Trick hits the trick shot on Priest or Randy, whoever it is. Randy's down, Sammy comes in, throws Trick out of the ring,
Yeah.
takes the win. Now Trick like looks like a star, and he's like, I just got this win stolen. He's then like cleared a coast on, like it looks like Sammy just stole it. But I don't know, because they also book Sammy pretty strong as well, and same with Priest. Like it's gonna be a fun match, and like see how they like come up with this finish is gonna be fun. But I could easily see like just like a rope throw out, and then like, hey, I stole the pin, because Sammy is desperate for
I
that
could
to get to Drew.
Yeah, I could even see like maybe because they do like booking Sammy the right way, or like not the right way, but they try to do him that like underdog kind of like winner, where instead of like a rope throw, it might just be a haluva kick that he hits on Trick,
Yeah,
where like something like that, where it's like Trick is about to win it, and like Trick like does to do like maybe a mini celebration because he's
they do
that
the
like
Ethan
cocky
Page
kind of
finish.
guy, and then out of nowhere, like here comes Sammy with a haluva kick from the corner, and then Trick gets pinned or whatever it might be. So then it still presents Trick as like, oh, he can be that guy, but man, he's an idiot for trying to get cocky.
Yeah,
And then that could also kind of give him an avenue to go to the mid card as well, because it's like, okay, he's really good, but he's just cocky. He's got to be humble, like
yeah.
Logan Paul is.
Another fun finish. I don't think they do this, but this is just like where my brain went. Is Sammy Haluva kicks Randy in the corner. Randy's down. Sammy gets hit with the trick shot. Priest pulls Trick's legs. He's hitting deja vu from Heatwave. Sammy falls onto Randy. 1, 2, 3. He wins just by pure luck. He's held back by Priest, and then they go into this like
Yeah.
Priest feud, because like that's what they're sort of teasing. Like he's saying, "I'll see you next week." So I think we're gonna start there. I don't know if that's gonna continue.
Wepaverse.
Yeah, I don't know if he's gonna sucked into the Wepa, but they're already having that first match, like teasing before the Fatal 4-Way, and they might come out of it as a feud. I just hope Trick wins, if that's the case.
I'm really hoping we get a Trick feud out of this. Is kind of the way I look at this. Is all three of them could potentially give us a Trick feud following the Rumble and all of that with whoever wins that match, because Trick could have beef with Randy and it would be a great feud. Trick could have beef with Sammy and it'd be a great feud. And he could all, I'm not even gonna lie, like we like to meme the Wepaverse and make fun of Damian Priest sometimes here and there, but he would still give us a good feud with Trick. Like it would be good matches. We would be entertained. Like it wouldn't
Yeah.
be watching and be like, man, get this.
As
shit
long
over
as it
with.
doesn't last 6 months.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
another person we didn't really touch on is Randy. I would love for him to win or like have that chance, but I just looked it up. The last time he won a PLE match or like a big match like this, WrestleMania 37, April 2021. This man does nothing but lose on the big stage for the past 4 or 5 years now. He just goes out there, get those big matches, and he loses. So I can't even consider him as a candidate, and it sucks because he's my goat, but he's just there to lose.
I could see if
I guess
anything,
technically
Randy could
he won
be an
the
extreme
Survivor
dark
Series,
horse
but
to win the Rumble.
yeah, that could be a
Yeah.
possibility. But
I could see Randy being a Rumble dark horse, but I don't like. I think him winning the Rumble is more likely than him winning this match. Unfortunately,
poor guy.
I don't think anybody's like. I think Sammy's got this in the bag. It's 2 storybook. Wins the qualifiers in Montreal, and then he takes it to Saudi, which is his second home, and he can win the Rumble or whatever. Like he can do anything. Like
Yeah.
like you said, he could lose that match to Drew and then turn around and be in the Rumble literally 30 minutes later and go and be the. I could see Sammy doing the underdog like Iron Survivor and win it,
Yeah.
which would be an absolute insane story, I think.
Yeah, it would be an insane story. I just don't see them keeping Cody away from this title for that long to have like Sammy go win at WrestleMania and then keep it for a while. But besides that, what matches do you think should be added to Saturday night's main event? The only one that I could think of is the Stephanie Raquel that we sort of touched on earlier. I don't think it gets added to Saturday night's main event, but I don't know what else they go with because no one else is really like feuding like that. Because like Punk is. Oh, we could do a tag match. We could do the Vision versus Javon, Penta, and Dragon Lee. Like we have 3-on-3 tag match with Logan Paul, Braun
That's what
Breaker.
I was gonna mention. I was gonna say there could be two options here. We could get a tag match with the Vision, or we could see an LA Knight return on this.
Oh, in the
Monday,
4-on-4.
We could see a Bronson Reed versus LA Knight. We could just see a Bronson Reed LA Knight match at Saturday Night's Main Event, I think, because LA Knight could want his lick back, kind of thing like that.
Yeah, we could definitely
and
see
then
that.
again, we could even see a 4-on-4. So I think it's probably going to involve the Vision in some sort of sense. And then if they're gonna make it a 5-match PLE, I think we get the Raquel stuff. But it's between those two matches if it's a 4-match PLE for this Saturday night's main event.
I would love for them to pull the trigger on having the U.S. title open challenge on a PLE or on a stage like this on Saturday night's main event, and that like fill a slot because like just the mystery and intrigue, it's so good for anything. Like I hate that they limit it to just the weekly television because you can slot that anywhere and it adds value.
I'm not gonna lie, I'll throw out a really funny one here.
Okay.
Open challenge, Chris Jericho shows up on Saturday night's main event.
Nah, they don't.
It'd be a funny one just for him to show up. Like he doesn't have to win it, but like it'd just be a funny one for him to show up on that. You just like, who knows who could show up, right? Like you could have anybody.
Yeah, that would be funny, but I think that it stays for the Royal Rumble. It's too big not to like. It's how if you were Saudi, you paid all this money, and they're like at Chris Jericho a week before. Oh, you'd be pissed. Like, so from a business standpoint, I don't think they do something like that.
It's just I don't know. It's just a funny one where it's like you could see anybody show up to that, right?
Yeah.
Because like I know unfortunately there's a few people in the WWE that'll like used to or will say like I'm not showing up to Saudi, so I don't know if Chris Jericho is that type of person or not.
Yeah, that's a fair way to look at it. But yeah, besides like a Vision match or maybe 2 Vision matches, no one else is really like having that hot feud. Maybe Punk's next defense could be there. Maybe they get the Usos, do something tag, but with what we've seen so far, there's nothing else that's like telling for a Saturday night's main event match.
Yeah, there's nothing super like. There's no build going on for that, is what I guess we could say there. There's not much of a core story to throw on for that last match or the last 2 matches, whatever the choice may be.
All right.
Regardless, though, overall, I'm excited for Saturday night's main event.
Oh, I am too.
It'll be a fun one.
Yeah. And yeah, I guess that'll conclude our first episode of the ThatOneFall podcast. It has been your host, That One Cactus, with my co-host here, Kyle. And yeah, I'll see you guys next week for the next episode. If you've made it this far, we appreciate you. Be sure to subscribe. Anything else you want to say?
No, just thanks for popping in for the first episode. And like you said, be sure to subscribe, even like, and throw a comment down there if you want a topic for us to talk about next week.
Yeah.
That'd be an amazing thing to see from you guys, just getting some feedback. And thanks for stopping by.
All right.